Hi, welcome to His Creation. I'm Emma and this is my little part of the internet where I like to share all my experiences from being broken to blessed and everything in between. Now you may or may not know that I've fought a tough battle with PMDD for a very long time, and it has impacted not just my life but the lives of everyone in my inner circle. This is the first video in a series I'm creating to raise awareness about PMDD and to help sufferers and their families make informed choices by sharing my experience. With that in mind, it makes sense to begin with explaining what PMDD is. Side note, the information in this video is not intended to replace professional medical advice. Also, other people may have different experiences, so please do seek out information from a variety of sources to help you on your journey. So PMDD is short for Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. It's a cyclical, hormone-based mood disorder that affects women during the premenstrual phase of their cycle. I used to describe the condition as being PMT on steroids. The symptoms of PMDD are far more severe than PMT. To be frank, they're debilitating and significantly impact daily life for the person suffering. PMDD affects emotions, behaviour and physical health, and here are some of the ways that these functions are affected. So first of all, they affect emotional functioning. You can expect mood swings, irritability, anger, depression, anxiety, sadness, hopelessness and feeling overwhelmed. I'd also add to that feeling paranoid as well, and misunderstanding everybody and feeling misunderstood. Behavioural changes include difficulty concentrating, social withdrawal, changes in appetite, sleep disturbances, personality changes, self-harm and suicidal attempts or thoughts. Physically, you can expect breast tenderness, bloating, headache, fatigue, joint pain, changes in libido, and what I would call hitting a wall, just where you just cannot go on any further. I will of course be exploring all of these in videos to come, because really we're just scratching the surface here. Now let's get into some statistics. Around 1.6% of women and girls have symptomatic premenstrual dysphoric disorder. This equals around 31 million women and girls worldwide. However, unfortunately, this number only represents the number of women and girls who have been diagnosed. The true number of women living with premenstrual dysphoric disorder is expected to be much higher, as many are misdiagnosed, undiagnosed, or do not even know or recognise that they are living with something wrong with them. So how do you get diagnosed and treated with premenstrual dysphoric disorder? Well, as with the former points that I've touched upon, I'm going to go into all of this in much greater detail as we progress through the series. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also configure your notifications so that you are alerted when those videos are released. Unfortunately, PMDD diagnosis is not straightforward. It involves tracking your symptoms over several cycles, and in fact I tracked my symptoms over several years. In the next video or the one after, I will be providing you with a symptom tracker so that you can get ahead of the game before you go and speak to your doctor, because before they give you the tracker, usually they try and rule out all other things. But the good thing about the tracker is that it helps to prove that your symptoms are cyclical, or they may not be, in which case if it's not cyclical then you can rule out PMDD. Like many treatment methods, as with many modern treatment methods, there are various ways to treat PMDD, beginning with lifestyle changes, possibly medication, hormone replacement, dietary changes, and then if none of that works, you'll have the option of surgery. But prior to surgery, there's also a Zoladex injection which turns off your hormones to see if life improves for you. That's something I'm going to be going through in another video, because I actually really struggled with that part. But what I will say is, after 11 years on this journey, I did finally have a hysterectomy earlier this year. And again, I will be going through the process of having the hysterectomy, recovering from the hysterectomy, and whether or not it's changed my life. However, because of the way that these videos are going to be put together, it's going to be done in a way that represents my journey, because that journey will be typical to a lot of women because of the way the doctors manage the treatments and things like that. So I will talk about my hysterectomy, but that will come later on in the series. As I'm a Christian and this is a Christian channel, I'm sure some of you are wondering, where was God in all this? Well, for the first 6 years of my journey, if God was there, I wasn't aware, because I wasn't a believer, I was an atheist. However, since I became born again, God has definitely been there, especially in regards to the self-harming. That was one of the first things that he tackled, because I used to self-harm when I couldn't cope, when I got so overwhelmed with the emotional aspect of PMDD. But that's another video to come. And there were many times that I doubted whether I should be having a hysterectomy. However, I do believe, looking back, that God orchestrated my journey with premenstrual dysphoric disorder so that I could be a help. And I truly hope that the information that I share with you is going to be of benefit to you. I'm sorry if I'm a little wooden in this video. It's my first one. I'm trying to do it professionally. Even though there's nobody around, I feel a little bit tense and nervous. I've done videos before, but it's because I'm putting the effort into this one. I've got a script and everything. So now it's over to you. Have you or somebody you know been affected by premenstrual dysphoric disorder? Are you wondering if someone that you love may have the disorder and how you can go about approaching them? Or do you have any questions that you would like to see me answer, either in the comments or in future videos? I would love to hear from you, because by sharing this information, I hope to share in your journey, and to be with you every step of the way would just be wonderful. So please do drop a mention in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. It's really important to talk about this. There's certainly not enough awareness in the UK. In fact, when I was researching earlier, despite the fact that I got diagnosed in 2013, I think it was only in 2020 or 2021 that there was the first documentary on it in this country. And I was so pleased to hear that, because I'm not sure that people believed me prior to that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that my next videos will be a bit more fluid. Remember to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the next video. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, because this really will help get this information out there. It will show YouTube that the video is worth sharing. I hope so. So it will then place it in more people's feed, and hopefully there'll be some women that didn't know that they were suffering, and that the video will reach them and change their lives. Now that I've reached the end of the video, I'm feeling really excited to create the next one, because I can feel that it's stirring up something inside me, where I just really hope and pray that more women will recognize that they're not abnormal, that they're not freak, that they're not psychopaths, because that's what I used to feel like, and that they are suffering from a genuine hormone disorder. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.